Hi everyone, number one Marmaduke fan here. Summa Triggerum, Summa Spoilerum, Summa Tangentum, hashtag move the needle. A couple months ago, I showed an unboxing video, which was my very first order from Midtown Comics, and I mentioned that I wanted to start reviewing Moon Knight. That was months ago because I was trying to make a push to get through my pile of 50-cent books, which meant I read a lot of garbage. And I'm almost to the point where I want to slow down my purchases of new comic books so I stop getting burned by bad comics, except for a few titles that I know have been good. So I thought I would talk about this series I'm planning to do on old comics. And since I'm not trying to humble brag here, but since I give away most of my comic books because I want to support the industry, I think it might be a good idea to grow the channel a bit by doing giveaways of most of these. I think I already committed to giving away these new ones from Midtown Comics. So what I've got here is Moon Knight Volume 3, Moon Knight Volume 2, and Mark Spector Moon Knight. I've still got no clue what order the publication history is, so I'm committing to giving away these three. The one that I'm more iffy on is I don't think I'll be giving away my volume ones of Moon Knight. So this is the first time I've shown these because this is actually what got me interested in getting more Moon Knights from Midtown Comics. Was I was looking for missing issues, but Midtown Comics did not have the missing issues from Moon Knight Volume 1 I was looking for. I think I made my decision on which ones to get purely based on what Marvel Unlimited was, because I figured I'd get Marvel Unlimited to read the first 23 issues, and then I'd read the physical comics from there, because that's where they left off, I think. And there are a few that are rare for some reason that I'm probably going to have a real hard time tracking down. So maybe if I'm lucky, I can find some trade paperbacks or something. I know it's usually not very smart to just read a whole bunch of comics in a run. You're supposed to look up what run was actually good. But that was kind of in my phase of saying, I want to support a comic book shop. And of all the hashtag move the needle things, I think this might be the biggest risk I've done, where I can most strongly attribute this to the Diversity in Comics channel, because Moon Knight is his profile pick. He mentioned Moon Knight favorably in several videos, and I picked up the new Moon Knight comics starting with Smallwood because he strongly recommended Smallwood's art. And then I thought, hey, I read a Moon Knight guest starred in a couple Eric Larson Spider-Man comics, and he looked pretty cool, so I'll give it a shot. So I'll just show you what I got, because I'm not promising to give away the volume ones, but I may decide to give away a few of them if I read them and think, I don't want to keep this forever. So started with 24, I think. I couldn't find 25. Before I move, I'm going to show you the amazing comic book store that had all these Moon Knights, because they had all the way to issue 1, and I didn't want to spend that much, so my way of saving a little money was I didn't get issues 1 through 24, because I figured I could get those digitally for cheaper. Some of these covers are freaking boss. 30 is apparently really hard to find. The comic book store owner said if he could scrounge one up, he'd call me and let me come in and get it. But for now, I think this is going to get me plenty to read. So, wow. And this, by the way, isn't the comic book shop I regularly go to. I think I've mentioned this, but I regularly go to a Graham Crackers. So I'll probably show more of that in the future. My plan is, before I move, I'm going to show you guys the 2 or 3 comic book stores I've visited in my area. The one I got these from specializes in back issues and old comics. So that's one, if you're a collector, would be worth coming out here to check out. It is a very special place that bleeds history. 38, and I think I stopped at 30. Look at some of this stuff. This is nuts. And the Dead Shall Rise. Wow. Okay, so that's volume 1, and then let's look at volume 2. I think I was able to get volume 2, number 2. Whoop, they're slipping and sliding everywhere. Okay, so starting with volume 2, these I am committing to giving away, because I really just like the look of the old volume 1s. I think I'd have a hard time finding them again. These ones, maybe I'll like them, but since I give away the majority of my comics, I won't miss parting with these, I think. Number 5 and number 6. All right, and then volume 3, I managed to get the issue 1 of volume 3. Man, they did a lot of series relaunches for this character back then. Did he not catch on or something? Okay, number 1, number 2, number 3. And what's nice about these that came from Midtown is they're graded, and I've already got a bag and board I can draw on, because I want to draw on every comic that I give away. Volume number 4. Okay, and boy, Mark Spector. You know, I showed this a while ago, so I don't think I'll show all these again, but look at this. Hashtag Move the Needle. I would not have bought this if not for the Diversity in Comics channel. A, convincing me to give Moon Knight a shot. B, convincing me to support comic book stores. And is there a C there? Just C, come back to comic books, period, full stop, and superhero comic books. So, I'm #1 Marmaduke fan. I am looking forward to reading something which isn't SJW Marvel. I think this, in addition to the Disney comics I've been reading, is going to be all the cringe detox I need to feel happy again, and to not... the Diversity in Comics channel has had this problem, and I've realized I've been having this problem for a while of reading so many bad comics in a row that he gets too used to it and he stops seeing how bad they really are. They start looking good even if they're marginally better than absolutely horrible. And I've had that problem not just with comics, but with reading art theory. I was doing Feminism in Art weekly, and reading that feminist art theory is almost like exposing myself to gross slasher flicks or something. It is a gross philosophy, and it takes a lot out of me to try to delve into it and try to understand it. So I wanted to start doing Renaissance art to just give myself a mental break from the radical feminist open misandry. It's a cliche to accuse feminists of misandry. I don't think all feminists are misandrous, but the art professors I'm reading essays by are openly misandrist, and they talk about their intentions openly. So I'm still hopeful that series will be really strong, but I need something fun just to help me feel happy again. So I'm #1 Marmaduke fan. I love you guys. Okay. So I'm not going to give away any of these, but I have some roasty comics. So I bought a bunch of these because of the 4chan letter and the first appearance of Splato Delgato. So my thinking has been for joke videos or for people who make memes, I'll send them an issue of America number 6 and number 7 for people who like crack me up with a good meme or something. I'm not gonna start giving away the Moon Knights right away. My plan, to make that easy, I'll give away the Moon Knight comic I actually review, so it's easy to keep straight. You watch the review of issue 24, you can win issue 24. You watch issue 25 review, you win issue 25. Since this was just me showing off a few comics and doing hashtag Move the Needle, I'm going to give away one of each of these, of America number 6 and America number 8, the comic that built the Diversity in Comics channel. It will include the digital code, and I'll send it to you with a bag and a board and a drawing from me, so it won't be completely worthless. But you'll also get a dank meme in these 2 issues as well. So if you want to win one of these 2 comments, why don't you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and then comment in the comment section. Share this video if you want to be entered to win it, and then comment shared in the comments so I know to enter your name in the hat if you want to win either one of these comics. So love you guys. Catch you later.